Right, we're back with Disco Elysium. I was gonna do another Crab's Treasure, but I was feeling a little lazy about the about setting up the Xbox in here with the Shadowcast. So we're on day 2 still. Kim is still out driving the body. I have to see, what was I up to? I was definitely up to something. I always am. Let's continue. Oh yeah, that's right. On the roof. Gotta talk to Clausia. I don't think there's anything... let's talk to her, right? A cool trench coat.
Welcome to the roof. I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't been around in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she's awake. Oh yes, legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
Disco Infernum.
They also say that's why the cleaning lady quit. Because of the inferno.
Across the city, the lieutenant stops to consider a smoke ring. He shrugs off the urge. Maybe tonight. His absence is palpable. Too late now.
Oh no, I wasn't supposed to talk to her at this time, probably. I probably needed Kim, but The people who put him there said to talk to you.
I see.
What could she be thinking? It's hard to say. Her shoulders are relaxed. Her eyes on the cigarette.
Clausier Amondu.
Amandu.
Vredefort, Republic of Aranya. A bad memory, officer. With lilacs and lightning. Parks, glass, pure aluminium. Vredefort is a comfort city. It's always autumn there. The night, at least it was for me. Nothing, if you're no longer there. I'm 28. Something stupid. Guarani's literature. It's what I studied at the university. Fear of failure, fear of death. It sucks to be Guaranese. All national literature is own. Only the name of the nation changes. Nothing. I do nothing with it. It's not very cool, but what can you do? I'm afraid you can't, officer, because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cash and airline tickets. They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person west of the river. If I were to lie to you, I would come up with a more mainstream name than Clausia Mondu. It's okie dokie.
If any of this made her nervous, it certainly doesn't show in her expression or her movements.
The record. So official.
She looks at the dried petals in your palm, then lightly touches one with her fingernail. Chipped white polish covers the nail. It's long and sharp, like a mini dagger. The petal crumbles on contact.
Pretty. Looks like a dried maybell. Is that the one you caught? Sambo style? A martial art, sir.
Samurai boxing, or sambo, graceful martial arts stuff. Sambo style implies stealth and coup.
Why was there a flower on the roof? I don't know, officer. Because of the wind? Yeah, it's pretty deluxe. I'm wintering. About 4 months. I came in November. Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol. I always wanted to see the only city in the world in the worst time of the year. It's a tourist thing.
The only city in the world.
This is by far not the only reason she's here. And she isn't really hiding it either.
I did not. Mystery solved then. I kept wondering where it led.
There may be more to this mystery at some later time. She's holding back. Let's make a mental note for now.
No, I didn't know that.
A peephole? You mean like a hole in the wall? Okay.
Igita of fear and disgust moves through her body, beginning from her shoulders and ending in her hips. The cigarette tastes foul to her now.
Do you think this is somehow connected to me? Okay. Do you have any way of knowing how long it has been there? God. Where is it? I think I need to cover it up. Thank you. Shit. I don't know. Maybe it's been there for a long time. Maybe the local kids use it or something. I don't know.
Hold on.
I'll be fucking covering it up with a lot of tape, that's for sure. Was there anything else back there? Okay. I'm glad someone's had fun. Okay.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, torn and sparkling and draped in smoke.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it? Is it? It is afternoon. Time flies, man. Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him.
By him, she must mean the victim.
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, you know, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
Ugh.
By they, she means the Hardy Boys.
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier. Pretty much. We partied. With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that. Oh, it is. We are still alive. We drank, sir, a lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked it. Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you more speed. It's quite a combination. We also had sex. I guess you can say that, yes, a bit. Lovers is such an emotional word. But there was something there. We did enough drugs for there to be. Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment. A military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar. About a month? Something like that. I'm 89% sure. You know how it is.
Do you?
Maybe you don't know.
There are numerous cigarette burns on those silvery scales. Easy to see now that you're closer.
In conclusion, officer, I'm gonna go with a mild to medium not raped here. Let me make this 100% clear then, officer. I was not sexually assaulted. Would I be as flippant if I had been? Oh yes. I've had a great view. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
A bitter cringe. It hurts her.
I I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him like he is now. I can't talk about his, I don't know, hair. He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it. I think he was in the security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean, but I understood it was dangerous.
She nods.
Bullet? They shot him too? They stripped his clothes and they shot him? I'm confused, sorry. Things are starting to go a little over my head here. I thought he was hanged. I was not present when they did it. I don't know what happened. I just know what they told me and Sylvie, the bartender.
This is beginning to get confusing for you, and we don't like that. Where was she last Sunday?
Cowering. I was cowering downstairs with Sylvie. They're frequent guests. Downstairs, they have a booth for union. They're probably down there now. Over drinks. It's been a while. A little, yeah. No, not as good. I have. Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long time.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
I hope I've been, helpful, all things considered.
Wait a moment. Soft, light brown eyes look back at you, directly into the space behind your eye sockets. You see the smoke rise from between her painted lips. She's bad news for you. You know these guys.
Who's these guys?
Good. Yes, he's talking about me. You too. Me. What did I do? These guys? Just got them singing along to her tune. The little bloops and bleeps you trust for info. You can't trust them anymore. Believe it. There's no way of knowing. At the moment, I'm afraid it's best to assume.
This is insane.
Bullshit, man. I can't compromise, especially that one. That guy's the most compromised one. No fucking way, man. I just want to drag that sweet mouth singing. Quick, tell me what's under urgency. Glory, truth, softness, protect her. She wants you. Her truthfulness. Like this, she is a lady, most fair and just. In his defense, to reduce him to such inadequacy, she probably had to employ half-truths more often than outright lies. That is correct. And omissions too. A little. They're all still of limited use, interpreting things to the best of their ability. Maybe they had flair or something. I wouldn't know. I don't have flair. But when it comes to assessments of character and factual accuracy, they are not to be trusted. Not with, don't be melodramatic. You can trust them, just not with her. A light green speck and imperfection on the outer rim of her right iris. It sparkles. You can't draw a sound conclusion. The one he usually does says, she may want to control the information rollout, not to become a suspect. She may have a past she's escaping. oddly moderate. Probably compromised. Don't worry. It's only been 4 or 5 seconds. You've got this. The silence broken. She exhales a little cloud of smoke and says,
God, no. Yes, we're just one room away. Very personal.
good, yes. This means she could have heard something. Like what you were doing before you blacked out.
I was. It was the night before I saw you in the hallway and reminded me you were a police officer. Wow. Mythopoetically adequate stuff. There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music. I can't say. Probably not. Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestrations prime among them. Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course, like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on. I don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped, and there was a change of pace. A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of that time you were yelling along to it. That it doesn't matter anymore, and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it. Then you started screaming and trashed the place. No, it didn't sound like there was a fight. It sounded like someone was trashing their room. A window was smashed, the tape player probably, the song stopped. And furniture too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out. There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then. Around 4 or 5. And that was it. No problem, sir. Why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m. Drinking coffee, most likely.
Jam Rock Shuffle.
In a way, yes, you are treasure hunting. Most officers from Precinct 41 do what is called the Jamrock Shuffle, cracking open containers. Most of them are from Jamrock or Coal City, the poorest parts of Revachol, that also overlap with the network of royal catacombs called Le Royaume, just beneath the streets. As children, you would all go underground, hoping to find treasure and come back with a rat's tail or a used needle. That playful curiosity must still be in you. Who knows, maybe one day the Orbe de Montagne, the Holy Scepter, and the Cocaine Skull will all be yours.
Cocaine Skull. How much money do I have? $28 real. Okay, I'll go talk to Gart.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo, smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges. But the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fracture. This window is pristine.
I go downstairs here. Is that just like her? This is where she sleeps? Oh. Oh, she's got an interesting room. Yeah, let me go out here. Go back in.
You can almost see the shape of a man writhing inside, bathed in drug sweat and dirty linens. You lean closer to the peephole instinctively. I bet they're doing something quite unnatural there. Sensationally unnatural.
Okay, so he didn't know. I don't know if he noticed the people before or what. Alright, so we solved the mystery.
Another thing. Great. I love it. I'll have it fixed at once. Thank you for letting me know. I assure you, the whirling does not abide spying on its guests.
The color has drained from his face. What a shame to fix such a good peephole.
Absolutely not. Fuck you for even implying it. It wasn't me. It wasn't my staff. The establishment will look at it and ascertain what it was. Thank you. I'll patch it up personally. Was there something else about the establishment? Oh, yes, that. Sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. No, I don't have a key. Or some boring.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not.
Fine, okay, little. So, I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over. Lovely chemicals. I haven't found a key, so good luck. Oh, okay, well, I did hear you make noise back there, so good for you.
He's really holding himself back.
Okay, what is back there? Ha! I knew it. I've always wondered where those machines by the door came from. And they told me there was some kind of pinball thing here too. I knew it. Were there any back there? In working order, I mean. No, I was just wondering if you found pinball machines there. No, but we could diversify the entertainment options. It wouldn't hurt to get a little life in here. Other than the hellish karaoke machine. That one's always causing trouble.
Yeah, those numbers he's adding up must be making good sense to him right now.
Yes? Got the 20 real? Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
Let's hold on to it.
Just a moment, often, and there's no public phones nearby?
She's agitated and keeps...
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway. Now, please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there or to the phone booth down the coast. The manager was vague about it.
Why would he be vague?
To let the young woman who's house sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel. Oh, forgive me for not introducing myself. My name is Lena, and my husband and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away. That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully, but you have more important things to worry about. Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect. But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the water lock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. What could be keeping them?
The water lock. That was broken. Couldn't display it.
Oh, sweetie, Gary's as loyal as they come. I trust him with my husband's life any day. Oh my. What happened? Well, whatever the cause, I'm thankful. You've spared me a distance, sweetie. I hate to ask, but if your investigation happens to take you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband. And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the water lock's been repaired. But it's cold out there. Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie. Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating.
She was about to launch into an passionate description, but stopped.
Well, it's a phasmid, technically. Where other phasmids imitate sticks or leaves, this one's a living reed. Disguises itself among the reeds here on the Insulindian coast. Hence its name, the Insulindian phasmid. Perhaps you'll end up co-discovering it with us, officer.
There's a touch of awe in the way she enunciates the creature's name.
Well, some teenagers making out in the reed saw one. They didn't know what it was, of course, but there was a brief article in a local newspaper about their encounter with a ghost insect that looks like the reeds. Gary sent us a clipping. Of course, most phasmid sightings turn out to be false alarms. Their description matched the Insulindian phasmid perfectly, and they didn't even know what they were looking at.
You asked me, do not leave the door open.
Enthusiasm has wiped the worry from her face. Her eyes sparkle behind them.
I suppose I have something of a personal connection to the Insulindian phasmid. Not at all. Why else would it hide itself so carefully?
Okay. Do cryptozoology related quests.
Oh, I doubt it. No one gets into cryptozoology for the money, sweetie. Yes, it can blend in almost perfectly among the reeds. It's how it's stayed hidden all these years, centuries even.
That's not special at all. Of course it blends in. Most insects do. You don't even have to be a stick insect for that.
Oh dear. I'm afraid I'm not explaining this very well. It is very special. Morel can explain it all much better. I wish you could hear him describe it. Then you'd understand, I'm sure. Oh, yes. A zoologist. A cryptozoologist, to be more precise. It's really just a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious. Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless, and frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
There's really no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work. Go on and ask.
Oh, I'd be delighted. Truth be told, I could really use the company too. That would be the giant of Coconur. The giant lives in the most arid parts of the vast Coconur Desert in South Samara, casting a strange light across the barren wastes.
Strange light.
Mirage or psychogenous luminance. No one knows for sure. It is like an awful mountain appearing from below the horizon and expanding to cover almost a third of your field of vision. The towering luminosity of Coconur is a bad omen in local folklore. Some say it's a fata morgana, others, fate unimaginable. That's what makes it so peculiar. A species surviving at the very limits of scientific law. The giant of Coconur must be the largest animal the planet can support. There are limits, you see, to how large a metabolism an ecosystem can beget. Some say a gravity anomaly below the Coconur Desert might allow the creature to grow to these gargantuan sizes. Cryobacter catlensis. Yes, a unicellular bacterium that was discovered in one of the northernmost points of Kutla on the Boreal Plateau by renowned geologist Caitlin Mijanou some 70 years ago. The bacterial colony Mijanou found had remained alive while frozen in ice for longer than anyone could reliably estimate. Certainly from before recorded history, Mijanou disappeared shortly after injecting herself with the bacteria she had brought back to study, no doubt in hopes of prolonging her own life. Yes, the bacteria had survived in the ice since times immemorial. It is not hard to see where she could have gotten the idea. Yes, and she's quite mad too. After she treated herself with the bacteria, she stopped aging, but also became increasingly eccentric and irascible, so that even her oldest friends were forced to pull away. We can assume that she has been living somewhere in the wilderness for decades now, all alone except for the Cryobacter catlensis coursing through her blood, the gnome of Jeroma. Oh, yes. None of its victims survived. Grieving relatives never even found their bodies because the gnome's venom dissolved organic tissue.
A venomous gnome.
was reportedly a small creature, but fingers and protruding forehead and gamely little thing. Quite scary to look at. A couple of campers found it when it was already dying. They heard an odd wailing in the woods and followed the sound. They were scared and wrapped it in tarpaulin to suffocate it. It still took the gnome of Jerome an entire day to die. Alas, no. And the first scientist who got his hands on the creature's corpse put it in a jar of formaldehyde, thinking that would detoxify the gnome's venom. Instead, all the venom leaked out of the creature's teeth and into the surrounding liquid, dissolving the creature itself. A poetic end, perhaps, but a loss for science.
Alas, always alas, and then it was gone. Isn't that overly convenient? Sure, a perfectly good explanation, but dissolved in its own venom. Go on then, ask about more gnomes.
What an interest. The Col de Mamadaqua, or thin whisper of sound. And that's precisely what it seems to be. Self-replicating sound waves, invisible and intangible. It's very afraid of us, which makes it incredibly like nothing. It's such a high-pitched. That is a sad story. A group of university students assisting with the field work in their enthusiasm for the project, and no doubt because they were preoccupied with impressing their professors, nearly drove it to extinction. They tried to communicate with it and had no other means but sound. So they started sending out sound waves at frequencies they thought might match the Mamadaqwas. Exactly. And these tests were performed so recklessly that when they happened upon the right frequency, well, they wiped out most of the population. After that, the corpuscle appears to have migrated elsewhere. There have been recordings of anomalies similar to those spotted in AI, but they've been few and far between. It's impossible to confirm the presence of any stable Col de Mamadaqua population anywhere. Plenty. It's the evidence that led to its discovery. In the when playing back recordings they had made in the foothills of the Ea mountain range, they note the scientists soon discovered they could track and even predict what appeared to be feeding, mating, and migration patterns based on sound waves in a strictly delimited range of ultrasonic frequencies, even higher than those of the highest pitched bat calls. They realized that they had discovered a new species and called it the Col de Mamadaqua, after the Paraganasian name for the voice of God.
Wow, that's crazy.
Very. They grew quite obsessed with these little birds. Even though they couldn't see them, they could distinguish among individual birds and even began to name some. Sequester, Time, Joscan. Those are but some of the Mamadaqua they followed. But about what? Of course, dear. Oh dear. His expression is striking. His eyes are always bright and curious. Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, with a larger frame. Plus a large one here, usually the incoming. When I say wow, it's one other thing. He'll likely have all kinds of future people, even if he's not out in the reeds, you know. We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn. Pretty satisfying anniversary, but I like this milestone's even more somehow. Dating agency, I'm ashamed to say.
No shame.
I was looking to get back into the scene after recovering from my accident, and he just divorced. We hit it off, and well,
She's skipping over some important words.
I hope I've been useful.
All right. Should I say something to Liz. Mm-mm.
Why are you wasting your time? What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. I am not
It could be Liz. It could be.
even a model.
He's right. With a face like that, she could be undercover.
So fucking right.
No, Glenn. They aren't.
This little Jane, it's not her. She's not her.
Who's this guy? I've talked to him before. Okay, it's all about the... I'm sure it's all about the money. The whole thing.
Was that? Could it be the Calder Mama Dakwa? No, there seems to be an extremely high-pitched ring. Lena also said that it couldn't be heard by any honest. The air isn't hearing.
He's a thought.
Yeah, but how are you going to? Must be very close. Keep still. It might perch on your shoulder. Oh no. No. Too late. It's gone.
Ah. Let me try that again.
It could be Liz.
A model?
He's right. Her fate.
So fucking
No,
This is not her. She's not her.
I am being aggressive. Listen, no. Ask what you came to ask. Get back to your conversation. Look,
Strange. It's as if people don't believe a cop.
what you want is of, like I already told you, I'm a legal counsel.
I'll talk to you later, Titus.
Was that? There seems to be Lena. Honestly, your ear isn't hearing a whole. There it is again. Yeah, it must be very close. Keep still. It might perch on your shoulder. Oh no. No. Too late. It's gone. There is no ringing anymore. Keep your ears peeled, then. If the species really has...
Okay. This might be useful, but I do need that fair weather. Well, I'm getting the fair weather. How much do I need? 70 skill plus 70. Let's go talk to Kuno, my boy.
Does Kuno care? So? North Jammer. Kuno meant everything north of 881. The rooster fucked Kuno's words up. Kuno doesn't do south. Doesn't fuck with the madre.
Kuno sent your fat ass running around like jelly.
Look, pig. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. What is this? Trying to be cool with your new asshole? Kuno was just being nice to you. You got fucked bad. Now limp the fuck out of here. After this shit, you better have something.
Yeah, real.
Alright, so you got Kuno's kilo. Here is how we do it. That's how we split it. It's the best way. Street way.
Hmm. Hmm.
Kuno wants to hear all about it. But first, wow, that's heavy. There you go. More than half in there. Kuno's fucking honorable like that. Now tell me, how the fuck are you still alive, pig? The fuck do you know about Kuno's life? Kuno's got plans. Get the
Yeah, we got.
yeah. You do some sambo shit, sneak in. Was the Beano Class fucking thing real? What?
His posture changes. The swaying booster motion stops for a second. Then he gets it going again.
Fuck right. Kuno's dad was sleeping like a bum. Kuno told ya. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about anything. Fucking breaking and entering shit. That's nothing to Kuno's dad.
This kid's messed up.
You got lucky, pig. Kuno knew this. Kuno's fucking violent fiend dad's been drinking hard lately. Kuno knew you have a way in. Narrow window. Kuno window. Yeah, Kuno's dad is fucking nothing. Fucking coma shit, stroke shit. Kuno's dad is so fucking violent. He's had a stroke many times. Shit, Kuno's gonna have one too. Gonna be just like Kuno's dad. Speed shit, crime shit, fucking on the bed. Kuno's gonna go out like Kuno's dad. Revachol West style.
Stop saying all this sad shit, Kuno.
Oh my god.
Fuck you talking, Zad? Kuno's got hard shit, death shit, nothing shit. Get your fucking nun ass out of here before Kuno fucks it dead. You think this you broke Kuno turn into... Kuno ain't turning into shit. Kuno is that shit.
Kuno won. Oh, you won, Kuno.
Yeah, so fucking what? Fuck are you talking to Kuno about that kiddie shit?
He's trying to fuck you.
Fuck out of here. Kuno knows it's fucking lame. That's why Kuno changed it. Kuno can change his name into anything. Gonna change my name into
Don't change your name to that, Kuno.
fuck right there where? Fucking 3 years or some shit. That's right, it's a shithole. Kuno's gonna move underground, Leroyme shit, ancient shit. Kuno's gonna live in a fucking catacomb.
Yeah, in a tomb, Kuno.
Yeah, pig, this shit is done. Now get the fuck out of Kuno's face. Kuno needs to drop the bomb.
Take a shit?
Kuno doesn't fucking...
Okay, do I do another thought? Or do I... Well, let me hold on to it. Does superstar, some kind of superstar do? This does... raises my learning caps on a couple of things, but I lose logic. No. This raises my perception +3, which is pretty good. Yeah, actually, let me go do the... See if I can't get rid of the expression. Any electrochemistry, which will be these gloves. The pants. Okay.
The mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam. It's
Oh,
like
I did it.
something snaps in you. A nerve ending. A thought. A sadness. Your face in the mirror is suddenly clean of the layer that had distorted it for God knows how long. Just like
His
that,
face is normal on the bottom.
the running gag of your life had become. A sad old man looks back at you. A mirror hangs on the bathroom.
All right, I did that. Finally. Let's put the track pants back on. Let's put the gloves back on. All right. Oh, confront the Hardy Boys. All right. I gotta go back and do my journal. Wait, what do you mean my secret passages? Uncover the secrets hidden within. I thought I did that. Unless... thought I already did. Locate secrets. Ooh. Smokes. What am I supposed to do about explore the whirling secret passages? How do I get the secrets? Ooh. Wait, are there footprints that I'm missing? Oh shit, there are!
You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust. The dust has not settled again where these footprints have been made. The displacement in this dusty hell tells a story. Neither the footprints nor the dust speak large prints, most likely made by boots. The size is hard to determine. Some could be bigger than that. The souls have left the pattern. Only one person has been here. They've gone back and forth. Tips point both ways. The footprints do not speak. They simply the footprints are of one type. They do not congratulate you for going. The footprints go up. The footprints are still there.
I was supposed to have Kim here for this. But I did complete that, which is great. Oh, I need to go wash myself. Harry, you stink of you just stink of death. Oh yeah, I gotta talk to Titus.
This is not the cleanest bath. That soap scum smell. It smells like life. At least compared to you. The bathtub slowly fills with water. The water is only lukewarm, but still comforting. Like amniotic. Now you are alone with your thoughts in the tub. But it's easier than being alone with your thoughts. You see the corpse. You can still smell the cadaver. Then it houses a long and narrow street. A video rental. Darkness on the planet's cook. Your fingers grow pale and are covered with tiny whirls as the water cools. What are you doing? You're not some fat fish in a fucking aquarium. The waterline recedes as you stand. You are cold now. Your clothes stick to your still moist skin.
That's very important. They don't stink. Sometime after 2100. I have to read my ledger. I forgot. That's a good one. That's a good. Where the fuck is my badge? Who has my badge? Oh. We'll find it. Don't you worry. Alright, let's go confront Titus.
One lonesome clown. What a sad sight. What do you want? Fuck! I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whole, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
But he did.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down. She doesn't fucking trust you.
Yeah, crazy. You know, a crazy bitch.
Shanky. That's misogynistic.
This is a bad version. Still
No, man.
Titus Hardy.
success. Titus backs off. Fist down. Drop down. No one alters fists.
Everard personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
When she's angry, she emphasizes the S. Gives her voice a strangely energetic
What? Listen to this shit. Then you make it tell me the social apocalypse.
This is the last of this tale. His story is in tatters. A mess. It might be nice to listen to, but at this point, I don't want to.
What's on it? We call it a mega.
Doorbell is a gun mounted to the door of a transport airship. They have a habit of move.
You don't care about it.
Fix, D. They don't care about getting the truth.
I won't be on your book.
There's a lot of questions.
You think we go into this shit deaf and dumb? You RCM aren't the only ones who know how to bug people. There's no university degree for that. We have machines. We're in logistics. How do you think a harbor works? It's advanced stuff. Since way before their chief started taking swing lessons.
Things got nice and quiet after that.
It's not advanced. You just hold up in a coop all day, writing down what they say. It gets hot as hell in there.
Don't put yourself down, Angus. It's important work.
Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius or something. Those notes are some in-depth...
Where can I listen to this?
Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker.
Okay, easy, fellas. Give the guy a break. He's obviously one of God's special people. Don't forget your tape, lawman. You do that. Oh, yeah. You do that.
Alrighty, now I have the tape. Sorry, Liz. Let's listen to this, and I think I want to take, after I listen to it, I want to take it over to, I want to go talk to Joyce.
The compact tape player is still. There's no fixing this one. Best find a new player.
How much do I have here? Well, a little bit more to level up. Do want to hold on to it somewhat. This guy. Alright, so I can't do the water lock thing yet. Who's this? Is this the guy who was giving me sausages?
Good day to you, officer.
Good day. Ooh, there's a tape player.
How can I help you? The Cauldron of Madaqua. Sorry, I would never have guessed that you were that interested in ultrasonic sounds. Or birds, for that matter. That's fair. It's been a long time since my Cauldron of Madaqua hunting days. Once knew a group of young musicians who decided they didn't want to play music anymore. And started looking for all kinds of interesting cool or not. One of them was obsessed with recording the Cauldron of Madaqua. And he was one of those passionate people who know a lot about all kinds of strange things. So we got the rest.
Roy, you have a fascinating life.
We thought we did. We got together all these recordings of unusual sound patterns, compared them, cut them up and combined them into the Symphonia Cauldron of Madaqua. Unfortunately, I don't have any recordings from my old life. None at all. But I do have a tape with some ultrasonic sounds that might be what you're looking for. This recording comes from down the coast. Wasn't looking to record anything specific. Just left a recording device there one morning. Keep in mind, I have to slow this one down enough to make sounds well over 200 kilohertz audible to the human ear. It will be strange.
As the hum grows louder, modulating but always unnaturally uncomfortably low, like it's coming not from the speakers, but also from inside your chest. Breathing is
Oh no, this is gonna hurt me.
not
Yeah.
good. You're about. He nods to you, reassuringly, just as more diverse, higher-pitched sounds, some random, some appearing to form patterns, hit your eardrums. Seabirds most likely, gulls and such.
And skewers, but
That's it. The signal in the noise. The thin whisper. A low range of sounds is easier to handle with a focal point, but still troubling. You are mesmerized by the sounds, but also feel nausea welling up as the motif continues, then begins to recede, dissolving in what must be the sound of water lapping at the bank.
you know, now that I've listened to it on these new speakers, it's not the cold Mamadakwa. Wrong patterns, wrong photons. Probably some insect trying to sing higher than its predators can hear. Still, fascinating, aren't they? Sure thing. Maybe. Shady-looking guys came in here yesterday, looking like they'd just taken off their Wild Pines overalls. They asked if I have a police weapon to sell. I told them I already sold. They went their way. It was a trip, but you know, all sorts of people come here, asking for all sorts of things.
Wait, then it might be true. Everard's claims.
Sure, man. At Tabe, we have boom boxes for sale that will
The boomboxes on the shelf look. One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech. Sorry, man, I can't be giving out freebies. It's the Harman Welshie W2, made in Vespa. Does that a discount?
Careful. You can only do this once.
Sounds like a rip-off, but okay. I can make it 10, but no lower. And here you are. Quality.
Nice. Wow. I am the best cop. The best cop who has to buy a tape player. Is that me? Oh yeah, that's my boombox. I'd rather go listen. I feel like I need to listen to this in the room. Tim would be so proud. Look how much I'm getting done. Cracking this whole case wide open.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is rooted behind the magnetic group. Not so fast. Somewhere between the GRIH and La Cicla, the good lieutenant steps out of his Kalima. A brisk, chill wind greets him. You get the feeling he should have been there for this. Listen when he says, as you take out the tape, the boom is tuned.
Okay. I had a feeling. Yep, needed Kim here. Alright, so... should I talk to Joyce? I need money. I mean, I paid 20 real. I'm gonna go ask Joyce for money. Well, maybe, maybe not. How much do I have left? An hour, no. This 2 hours, 8 minutes. Let me save.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samar and Isola into Revachol with the Union's meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various yes. After the yes, but you won't get anything out of Evralt and the dockwork.
The handoff. The motor lorries at the roundabout.
Precisely. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the hub.
All right.
You've noticed that enough?
Her irises are light green, like the river Esperance in bright daylight, upstream where it's clear.
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you. The two might even be connected. No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However, this is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the Trade Committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will... Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour. How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight. It's true, they drove a number of the local businesses to bankruptcy preparing for this venture. I've talked to a few business owners. It was quite the shakedown. But the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely. But we did. On more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under. Well, here's your chance. Yes?
I thought I was already looking to this.
It may come to nothing in the meantime. Let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance. That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question. Better not tie the fourth day to the backstay on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with. You have?
Finally, time to choose sides.
Of course, Detective. I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt villain myself. However, if you felt like passing some, how could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping. Did you know? What sort of force did you make side grill. But that's it. And by turn up the heat, why, if I may ask, why make them more drunk? Aren't they corks enough already? Are you curious? A very curious thing to do.
I'll be right back. A little break. All right, I'm back. I don't think I realized I had the music going. I think. Not sure. Whoops.
What else? Oh, so helpful of him.
Mr. Everard is helping me find my gun.
So very, very helpful. And how is that going? Do you have any leads on... Well, maybe he's not as helpful as you thought then. Is there anything else? Of course, detect. Until then, is there anything... Why, yes I am. Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around? Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou.
Ew, that little bald kid.
I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
She's referring to Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor.
No matter whose it is, a motor carriage is just a tool. You need it to do your job, as I do mine. It's just a means of getting where you need to go.
You need to make this lady admit she's only riding around on this boat because she... Why what? Stop thinking. Take her down. You're not? Okay then.
The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19 because that's the type of sloop it is. It's a pleasure craft. A 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business.
Is that unusual? People don't give the boat a name.
My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby. Officer, I assure...
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the qualified pleasure craft operator. So charming. Where's the damn license?
It's not needed.
Why wouldn't it be? This is Revachol, Wayfair Act and all. Anyone can drive a boat. Good. What we...
There was a touch of discomfort there.
The Pines' core competency is logistics.
I think I already talked about this.
Another subdivision... I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last...
$1 billion?
20 billion is a large number, but a conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas. 250 years, centuries of care, deliberation and madness have gone into this endeavor. You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo? We built this
We. There it is. She owns up to it.
All the best parts of it. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, with its bastions, the plazas Meteor and Mosaic. Even some of the old street lamps have been put back thanks to the investments from the WP. Before Martinez was swallowed by the industrial harbour, even before it was part of Revachol, long before Terminal B was erected here, the Pines built it as a resort for its Revacholian employees. A company getaway, for a weekend or a summer holiday. Then came the revolution.
With your help, hopefully.
Well, I'm turning it on now. It's it's all good.
Foes.
Foes?
I don't know. What you young people say now?
Young people. I'm older than you. Love you too. Why is it suddenly snowing over here? Do I have 2 level ups? I do have 2 level ups. I'm gonna give myself a thought cabinet and think about I'll think about it. Let's see if I can't get another thought. All right, let's go talk to some truck drivers. Let's go figure out who is sneaking in the drugs. I think after this, I'm gonna play some of those old Sierra games. You know, like it's just fucking snowing now. We'll see our games. I've got a couple here on Steam. I've got the Gabriel Knight ones. Got the Gabriel Knight ones. I know those are popular ones to start with.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler from another planet. Hey there. It's the jam, my man.
The air from the east is thick with the smell of
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating. All around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon days. Yeah, exactly. Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes and mazout. Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already. So tell me, what do you need? Huh? Oh, the bosses, man. Yeah, it sure ain't good for me. Or you. I'd spare a coin or two for a city cop down in his luck. If I had saved 4 myself. It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demand.
Going on strike would probably help you dodge a bullet or two.
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like, a strike They want to keep that money flowing in, my man.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not.
Maybe you should. Cops don't get paid much and the hours are long. Plus, you can get shot. Anything else? Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really. Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
Gonna be eating.
He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior.
He had empathy. Why not?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Time to arrest him. Relax. He's merely joking.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grad in the Occident, though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately. We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merch. This rockin' beauty. Sure is, like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery? Neat. For carrying large quantities of cargo a long distance. These found tracksuits need to find their way to the kids way out in Wamrau and Loram.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool.
Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
The man taps his fingers.
Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know? But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry? Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed to... Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. Don't be a stranger.
Let me get his empathy. I'm gonna do some empathy check.
Now it's turning into a kind of...
Ease into it.
Now it's turning into a kind of a...
Ease into it. Don't go too far.
No, come on.
Now it's turning into a...
Ease into it.
Now it's turning into a kind of a...
Ease into it.
Now it's turning into a kind of a...
In his eyes, an unfamiliar longing. Flecks of brown and gold. It's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest, down the street that goes beyond the horizon.
He's got like these tattoos under his neck here. He looks cool.
Excuse me?
A flinch jolts his frame. The question has touched a nerve.
Man, I don't know what to say. Not much anyone can do. There's no helping in absence, you know. I miss my family. They're all I have. My wife, second kid on the way, waiting all the way in Diora. And here I am stuck in this shit, so far from home. Diora of the Seven Seas. It's on the other end of Le Caillou, pretty much. On another island called Laurentide, off mainland. We've got a little place there. I can almost hear my kid laugh when it snows.
Tommy's a good guy.
What's it like? Good. And bad. An ache that brings you joy. I think of them a lot. I dream up these silly scenarios in great detail of living with them. It comforts me. What about you, Cop Man? You missing someone?
No, it's scarier than that. You're pursued by a hunter, smelling of apricots and sorrow, and the past.
Hunted? By what? An ex-wife?
The pain burns in your chest, radiating. The crown of altar is on fire.
Sinister presence. Wow, that sounds really bad. I hope that doesn't happen to my marriage. Man, who even knows? It's like a legal contract, but also a bond between spirits. Everyone is different. That's all I can say.
Let me heal him before he dies. Has a fucking heart attack talking about his ex-wife. Harry.
Yeah. In marriage, you never know if you're doing the right thing. I hope we're doing our best to keep ours together, but anything can happen. Look, man, thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone. I know it wasn't easy to ask, so I hope you find your way through your own troubles.
Good guy. Alright, let's find out who's doing the drugs. Who's bringing them drugs? What did we say? It's one of them. Samara. Ooh.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy grab-made machine. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia. Fumes of heavy fuel oil waft over you, making your eyes sting. The odor mixes with cigarette residue. The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar
Oh no. This is the racist.
Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels. A large metal pendant hangs from the rear view mirror. The pendant features a sun crowned with wavy rays.
Isn't that the... That's the flag of Martinet, I think.
Back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep. Large ashtrays.
Rubishol?
There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains.
Where I got some... Oh, yep. Let's talk to her. Try it again.
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph. In her hands, in the background, the radio plays.
Where am I? Who are you?
The smile on her face has disappeared, replaced by the weary aspect of a cornered beast.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s. Back in Methka, during the time of the revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buenguerro. Until you came along, that is. This is Gabriel Buenguerro.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you, his head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his jaw the most perfectly chiseled thing you've ever seen.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all his lines.
I guess like Mesk is like Mexico or Mexico, Spain?
In all likelihood, it's a world that's only ever existed in her.
Someone was. They are someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make if it's me or not? They're beautiful. That is all that matters. Beautiful and true. And they will win.
Memories?
Coming for this, you know? All of this.
All of what? The world. The present. She seems to derive some bitter pleasure from this strange thought, as if the past would one day wipe the present away, like a tidal wave.
I wasn't dreaming. I was there, Loman. It was early spring, and the mine behind the Black Sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden. While you, people, We're tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution. In meth, it was a golden age. Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
Herife.
Diamonds? Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was? Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine. I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo. If you know what I mean. Then it's contraband, Lowman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like Bad Hand Hermenegildo.
Bad Hand? Hermenegildos' bad hand strangled 300 people. What can I say? Some people just really like strangling people.
Boyadero's just cowboy, right?
To truly understand the Boyadero, you need to listen to On the Western Plain. It's an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love with a daring Boyadero. He promises to marry her as soon as he returns from the Western Plain. Of course not. The Boyadero returns from the Western Plain a changed man. One night, as he and his beloved are out walking along the river Maygrit, she pleads with him to give up his riding and settle down. So the Boyadero strangles his beloved and throws her body in the mud.
What?
Then he rides off, because the Western Plain is calling to him. You have to understand, a true Boyadero needs a whole horizon to himself. He can't be tied down by man or woman. What do you mean? Yes? What about it? Oh, don't worry about me. I'm one of the best camioners around. I drive routes no one else will. The Monosovsland, Udashnaya Zemlya, the Western Plain, the Transcatolia Magistral, U41A, Adestradas du Mirador, all the good ones, the deep trenches, where the bluebirds fly. Irmão, I already am dust.
The Irmão sounds more like Portuguese, with the little... Spanish doesn't have any little accents over the A's like that.
What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary, no drugs can compare. Yes, there is a protagonista and an adversario. I am on the side of the adversary. There's no coming back from that hole.
What?
Those epithets are familiar somehow. The great adversary, the great unrest. I don't like the sound of any of that. Sounds like a horrible drug.
If you don't know, you're man, Lowman. What of it?
Yeah, that's Portuguese.
Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way. Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grad, the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiriza to Grad, Lowman? No, Lowman, diamonds. Easy is the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also, he's the only one I can see from here.
Oh, he's talking about Tommy.
That's correct. There is no visibility of any of the others.
Diamonds are good for you, Lowman. You should try them sometime. Make yourself pretty like Eva de Zoras. Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music, or the seagulls. Look at all the colors and the futures of this world. It's a good palate cleanser, this jamboree. Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will, to the Great Plains. Yes, go. Enough jamboree. I need to get back to Mesquite.
What do I need to do here? Well, I've interrogated the driver. Oh, gotta talk to the racist. He's really the only other driver that's around, right? Oh yeah, wrong side of this.
Looking for something odd?
You could push him by asking him to show you the soles of his boots. He definitely looks like someone capable of a lynching.
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so apples.
Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to...
Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions? Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy. God damn. Thanks for that.
He doesn't live in Martinez.
Been admiring the stompers, right? For sure, I can...
On the bottom of the man's boots, you see an intricate tangle of treads with no immediately...
It's Revachol. Custom made. Cost me a pretty penny. You'll see when the time comes, officer. True patriots carry Revachol in their very souls. Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body. You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Mirizza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
He eyes you warily, unsure how to respond. This goes on for about 2 seconds. Then...
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you. What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling and Rags when some kip boys smashed
What's
his
kipped?
and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to. It's a fucking travesty is what it is. Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be... That's the one. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. Is your man alright? 100%. He's a lorryman selling his employer stuff. Broke the seals on his human auxiliary. No doubt. Guess so.
Everything's still cool here, officer. Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin life. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs. That's very cool. A lot of the coolest detectives do drugs. Sadly, I don't have any drugs on sale. Or at my home, or on my person.
Sir, it appears to be true. No drugs in sight. Not in the box of sunglasses or...
That's even cooler. You investigating that and all. But I am not a lorry driver. I'm just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that. Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater. No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole. I'm...
Realizing he can't get out of it. Smart.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream. No, I just forgot. It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror now. Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
What crowd?
Crowd. You know, the drug crowd.
No, he wasn't talking about an abstract crowd. It was that crowd.
Okay, look. There's bad people here doing bad things. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I've been in Revachol for 15 years, working my way up.
Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
Interesting. Could this driver be connected to the Hardy Boys?
All of them. I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved.
He's not ruling her out.
I don't know. I'm not local. I don't know anything about that. All right. Very cool. Let's cap this off with a purchase. A pair of funky sunglasses, detective? You just... You keep coming back.
Save the economy? That sounds...
Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be economically conscious. Recycle your cash, keep it in circulation. Don't buy new... Look around, officer. You see all these premium goods just sitting there, not getting bought? We've got to keep the flow of goods. Is this really the economy we want to leave to our children? That's good, officer. That's exactly what the economy wants you to do.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over...
Okay, so...
Now it's turning into a kind of... I don't want to talk about that. Man, I was hoping it isn't going to be her. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore.
Okay.
She's some evil drug trafficker. And I don't know where she is. Thank God I don't know. People here call her the lady driver. She kept her name a secret. From me too. Now I see why. A friend? An acquaintance. I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay? A youngish woman. Gruff, but in a cool way. Blue and violet. Died. It was violet when she got here. Blue before she went.
Then she may have dyed it again.
I didn't, man. I told you I was hoping it's not her.
He still is. Hoping. It's just wishful thinking on his part. Not trickery. Bah. Emotional rhetoric. He knew something and he didn't share it with you. That's a fact.
Damn, I don't want to... Please just let it go. Whatever she did, it can't be that bad.
Sylvie?
She's not a bad person. I know that much. That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation. The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience. She's got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think it's all over. And you're looking for a way out. Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her. I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me, too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her.
Glacia? That's the only person it could be.
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind. The way it worked. The trouble it was giving her.
It's only been a week, so it couldn't be her.
The pain it was causing her.
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay?
He's right. There are other options. The raceman, for one. The grey-haired woman. Wait, this guy says they're friends. Then, acquaintances. And he's okay with others ratting her out. Push Tommy, and it will break his heart. And his spirit. Now is not the time to focus on feelings. You need that info, son.
Thank you, friend.
Let me go talk to the others. Tommy's nice. I don't want to hurt him. $17.33, so $5.30.
Come to tell me to fuck off again? I don't know what you're talking about. He did something. He stole his employer's goods and another honest lorryman's job. Talk to him.
He's been expecting this. He's really puffed himself up.
Listen up, fuckwit. You don't scare me. You cubs don't run Rivachol West. You don't run Martinez. You don't run. I ain't saying.
Isn't saying nothing saying something? Or did I just blow your mind?
What? How about you fuck off? I ain't saying anything.
Do I have Half-Light? Do I have Half-Light clothes? Ooh, I want to force him. Half-Light. Yeah, just try it, right?
Looking for something odd?
The main.
Oh, I'm gonna get him with a safe scum.
Looking for something odd?
The main.
Looking for something odd?
The main thing is to not.
Looking for something odd?
The main.
Looking for something odd?
The main.
Looking for something odd?
The main thing.
Come on, I can't get it. Okay, 2 more times. Then let me see.
Something odd?
Men like
Oh, I did it.
this only respect 2 things: strength and fit. Time to turn up the volume.
Fuck you, I told you. I'm not gonna.
There. His voice grows smaller as yours.
Fucking homo cop. Look, fuck you, man. It's some lorry down there. Green banged up thing. I don't fucking know who she is. I don't know. I don't even know her name. She just rolls with the fleet and acts like a big shot. Some dyke, probably. I haven't even seen her for days.
Now it's not a big deal for him anymore. This is how he saves face.
Past the monument. Down there. The Green Temple. Now, leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, made him. He's so green. Green, 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 green. Past the monument. This thing.
This screen found, A to Z, contemporaire, is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days. This is the one he pointed to, the green lorry. The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust. You can barely make out the shape of the seat, and two posters cover the small windows in the back. The door is locked. The handle looks shiny, like there's no picking this lock with a key. Or, good thing you have one.
Good thing I do have one.
This screen found, A to Z, contemporaire. With a firm grip, you raise the pry bar. A glint of light catching on the tip. Call down the hammer of truth and justice. Release your secrets, lorry cabin. The window shatters, and droplets of glass fly everywhere, over the lorry floor and pavement. The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools.
Oh, I want some tools.
There's something odd about the passenger seat. The seating fabric has been pulled tight over the lower side of the seat where the toolbox should be. A metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty. It's an issue of Périphérique from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls out from its pages. It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the Ulan frequency system. These formulas look oddly painful. Maybe it's the hangover, but they give you a headache. The pull-out toolbox slides back. These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last century. One of them particularly catches your eye. A centerfold of an ingenue attached right above the back seat. There's definitely perfume in the air. It's spicy, with a hint of amberette, wafting through the bitter air of the cabin. The remnants of a sweet juniper-scented perfume, probably granate number 5. The actress is draped in a sheathed dress, one of her shoulders bared. The faded remains of an autograph run across the poster. She's looking past the camera. The actresses and the rear actor all smile you a warm goodbye. A radio transmitter is attached to the dashboard, and a toolbox sits under the driver's seat. You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here, a hammer, a pair of pliers, a rusty wrench, have been casually thrown there by the disorganized driver. But one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle.
The boot.
Sandpaper adds extra grip.
So rub off the pattern from the driver's right boot sole.
Matching one of the footprints found from the crime scene, which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching. Looks like it, yes. You've identified the missing 8th person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardy and his boys had anything to do with the drug trade? You should probably still talk to them. The movie stars are still smiling from the walls. But there's something strange about the past. Looks like the frequency dial is absent. The peculiar frequency tableau indicates that at least 128 stations have been saved on this. It has to be an advanced model to fit so many frequencies next to each other without blending them together. Not without the dial key, no. Unclear. For contacting an entire fleet of lorries, for example. This must be the nerve center of a well-organized operation. The smell of 1,000 cigarettes, some dead actresses, and a rusty old toolbox. Voila, a stack of neatly folded papers has been stashed behind the seating fabric. You see 3 maps depicting a large metropolitan area. It's Revachol. Some of its routes and highways have been outlined with a pen. This large map displays the elevated motorway called 881. The intake
Is this Le Madre?
is marked with a blue X. There's another X on the off-ramp at a place called the Old South. Toll booths at the intakes are marked with a circle. It looks like there are scant few ways of getting onto the elevated motorway that runs over Jamrock, and this person knows them all. There, hundreds of thousands of motor carriages roar on the 881. High above the mass of brown and red roofs, that is Jamrock. The commuters don't even look down. The world ceases to exist outside the windshield. To Couronne, through the middle-income neighborhoods there, by the river, and then to Stella Maris and La Delta for work, while the men and women of Jamrock scuttle to their fates below the road. This municipal map from the 30s displays a complex system of storm sewers underneath a sub-district called the Pox, old military hospital, right adjacent to the 41st precinct. The final map displays a labyrinth of service tunnels left over from the construction of motorway 881. A few routes have been marked with a pen, where the tunnels and sewers surface near the eminent domain and a traffic island in central Jamrock, by the lake. These service tunnels were probably used during the construction of the foundation beneath the motorway. Looks like the smugglers have infiltrated the road network belonging to East Motor Tract. The cluttered cabin of the abandoned lorry offers no reply. If only Lieutenant Kitsuragi were here to... You stuff the maps back up.
Oh man, I need to come back with Kim.
Fairweather T500. Remember that weakness you were looking for in the ceramic armor? Like, maybe it can only stop small, fast projectiles, but a large, slow-moving pry bar would shatter it? Or, if I run an electrical current through it, maybe it will melt. Or, personal favorite, frequency something radio weapon? None of that would work. You need to shoot the part of the enemy that doesn't have Fairweather T500 on it, because the armor itself is invulnerable. Good news is, so are the armor pieces on you.
Nice. All right.
I saw you poking around in Lady Driver's lorry. She in trouble? It's that bad. Man, what should I do? What should I do to help her? Yeah, maybe I should just keep my head down and work on my rhymes while I can. Oh, you know, Tommy Leholm's gonna be a musician. Sprechgesang, but with beats. I've got a lot of free time on the road to hone my craft.
He's a rapper.
Grammar is Tommy Lehom.
Tommy Lehom was taken. My real name's Jerry Lafitte. Tommy's way better.
It's more him. The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man.
Your best.
Let me raise my conceptualization.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man.
Wait, there's something here, stored away in some dusty corner. It starts like...
Air temperature's always 0. It is ice in the veins. Its camera's an X-ray.
Whoa. What else?
It's a chalice held out to you in silent communion.
Silent communion. That's good.
Shifting identity, never your
Dang,
own.
that's some great shit. You came up with that yourself. Right. But really, no bullshit. That's great stuff. I sort of want to know if it's yours. Fucking hey. Seems I got you all wrong. Cops aren't much known for their artistic sensibilities these days.
Ooh, I got the cop art achievement.
Good to meet a
Art
fellow
cop.
color. Someone with an appreciation for real text. The others here, so you don't really get it. I get you. When they really click, it makes the world seem manageable. Good to be on the same page.
It's my homie.
Why does art inspire you so much? Excellent question. Art is a diverse range of visual, literary, auditory, and performative creativity. It's an expression of imagination and technical skill. Additionally, it's history, criticism, and pure enjoyment. In short, art is the highest form of human communication, representation, narrative, emotion, and agency intertwined. Have you looked in the mirror lately? You have the exact features of a savage art critic, with that beard and those clothes, disheveled and prophetic. Perhaps you should... Of course not. It's autism, box drawing, masturbation with a ruler and a sextant, or whatever they use. You should demean and criticize the genteel institution of architecture, while extolling only the most experimental kind. Yes, you seek substance. No vapid representations and reproductions of social mores as made manifest in stuffy biennials. We're talking real, living art here. Become the art cop. Half exactly. It's not only your duty to only catch the criminals off the street, you must also apprehend criminals of the printing press and the gallery, the trite and derivative artists and writers of the world.
What do I get for actual art degree? Probably conceptualization, right? Passives heal +1 morale. Thank you, +10. Minus hand-eye coordination.
Go ahead and provide set.
We'll think about it. I guess I gotta talk to Joyce now, since I have... Or will it do me better to talk to...
One lonesome clown. What a sad side. What do you want? Like hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in Precinct 41 Kilo. That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course. Thank you. Theoretically, of course. Thank you. Theoretically.
Titus, I'm amazed. Where is the same professionalism when it comes to other topics? You're doing great. I hardly have to interfere at all.
I don't know, Lizzie. I guess theoretical things don't make me emotional. Now, was there anything else? My answer is fuck off. Mind your own business. There is no 8th Hardy. I run this guy.
And here we go. Back to the usual.
I know! Fatty walked on all fours. He's so fucking fat he left 2 sets of footprints.
Despite everything, the little man is quick on his feet.
Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all fours. Anything else you need to know?
Let's go talk to Joyce. I can't possibly have anything else to do after this, right? There's a lot. I know I can't do that. Oh, I never talked to the cleaning lady, right? We'll talk to the cleaning lady. Let's clear that off. I want all my experience points, baby. I need to talk to the
Give me a moment. I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them.
unless we start killing real estate agents.
Oh, I do like wizards. And people like that in general.
She means clairvoyance. Wow, you work hard. Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. Oh, yeah. Like a whore. Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and
asphalt
after you re-emerged. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride.
I fucking ride till I die, bitch.
That's just what it's like. Life and death. But you got gills on your side, baby. Got those black papers with
gills
the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco Negros and the Solas. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop and a sprinter and a money printer. Can't say that. You shook him. You're a killer. You didn't log that in as a donation either. You don't log any of that shit in. You're a straight rider. Yeah, you're in the sales business. Shake 'em for shit and then pawn it off. Law officer style. Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth?
Jesus.
But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die. Now, ask yourself, are you rich?
No, I'm actually not.
That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that?
Am I Hobocop? System is broken.
Boo-hoo. The system is broken. The establishment is keeping me down. That's not the fuck yeah attitude you're used to. What is this? The Guardsman has set himself up one of those self-replicating money structures. That's right, 100%. Fucking G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze. Our tax is almost non-existent in the Gotham estate that is Revachol. You and I both, but they got those indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction.
What the hell? Where is this thought going?
Plus, there's the stuff people in other countries pay for that makes them ask for more money from you here. The Gotham estate's a myth. In total, the coalition government is taking 98% of all your money.
Free market fund. No, fuck that.
What are you not sure about? They're milking your nipples till they bleed. Can't you see? Aren't you sick and tired of having bloody nipples? It's all about the tax issue, hustler. No other problem in the world.
What do I get? What do I get from that? Less empathy. Drops my empathy to 1. Ultra liberal dialogue options give +1 real. No. Lame. Magnesium-based life form. More volition. Less logic. You know, that might work. Let's do it. Volition's... I think volition's fairly important here. I've got my logic. All right, I cleared out that. How much do I have here? 80. Oh, I'm gonna level up again. I'm gonna talk to Joyce and get some answers here.
Good. What can I help you with? Sadly, I need this one myself. It's hydrophobic, repels water, almost magically. The company makes them for offshore platform personnel. What I can do for you is answer some questions. Yes, my eyes on the harbor have sent word to that effect. What have you discovered? It doesn't really matter, and I do apologize for the surveillance. Wild Pines can't afford to be blind at a time like this. In any case, it's a relief to know someone has looked into it. If I may ask, will there be an official investigation? I assume you discovered there is an Okay. I thank you for sharing that much with me. My employer thanks you as well. In any case, you've held up your end of our arrangement. Now it's my turn. I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands.
Oh boy.
Words, bloodbath, sound cold in her mouth. They taste of iron and strawberries.
Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war, with possible consequences for all of Rivachol West. I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail. They were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer. A member of the board. I tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric or a joke. They did not appreciate the humor. Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering. Crenell, an Oronese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating. They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves
PTSD.
in an urban civilian environment. The story is, one of them, the colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him. He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched last Sunday night.
But why does he have a bullet in his mouth?
Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbour. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenell contractors carry out their orders. For now, it's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow.
This is not disco.
It is very far from disco. My only hope is that you provide a single, concrete suspect before the mercenaries indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put, if you don't pin this on someone good and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond.
Fucking A.
They would have to project strength and power. The Union has over 2,000 men.
Have you ever seen a hornet invade a beehive, detective? It's not pretty.
Ugh.
These men work in tandem using semi and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all.
The muzzle loaders need to be reloaded after every 1 or 2 shots. The automatics every 1 or 2 minutes.
Fuck.
As I said, a bloodbath. Many bleak scenarios have already come true. Nameless, badgeless detective of the citizens' militia.
Hey now.
All we can do is keep the rest from following suit. One single, concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation. Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it. The remaining contractors, their tribunal, it's what they believe. That the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit. This seems to be the accepted story around Martinez. Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates, supposedly the colonel was drunk, maybe on narcotics too. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hands on him. Good. Then you've made progress. It's imperative that you move fast. The tribunal will not be patient. Not much. Their public resume is relatively good as far as private military contractors go. I believe they were once called Downwell. They boast a long list of clients. Saint-Baptiste, Venchman Lawrence, Eintracht. A warning sign, however. The operations concerned all take place in third or fourth world countries. Guarding facilities, escort missions and such.
Fourth world countries.
Sadly, no. Before this happened, I had little interest in them. Now that I do, I don't have the resources. If you still have access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I ever could. It may take some time, though. Ah, yes, your condition. The International Collaborative Police maintains a database for these sorts of things. Perhaps you should consult it. It was just a suggestion. I have. and they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here. Until they do, it's all on us. If you mean did I see him alive? Yes. But I did not know him. Lely, his service name, a nom de guerre most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was one. One is a man, Corty, they call him, a nickname as well. The other a woman, Phyllis DePaul. Corty is the gunner, I believe. DePaul is a radio operator. He was 40 or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age or gauge his facial expressions. He was Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent, Oronese, or Messinian maybe. His injury gave him an accent all his own. In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it, through the injury. That's all I know, I guess. I only met him once. They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth. They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes, ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting.
Vigilantes. You're a professional officer of the only legitimate authority in Revachol.
Somehow, I doubt that lecturing them on the legitimate use of force will persuade them to stand down. You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
Didn't pass background check.
One is obviously the scat leader
Yeah.
at the harbor gates. The one chanting the idiotic slogans. He's barely maintaining his disguise. The other has a vantage point in a building south of the roundabout. They were keeping tabs on you while you were canvassing the lorry drivers.
That may be so. I still hope you heed my advice. There's no need to kick the hornet's nest.
The situation at the gates is a powder keg. She says she wants to avert catastrophe, but that's where she draws the line. I call bullshit.
Would afford a good vantage point. In any case, it's practically inaccessible.
Nothing is inaccessible.
Oh, what building?
I hope I can answer it better. Until the executions start. Truthfully, I don't know. It depends on their progress identifying the members of the lynch mob, not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative. It's a matter of days, not weeks. I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there is anything else I can help you with, please ask. Of course. Excuse my hesitation before.
For about half a minute, in silence, she wears fingerless gloves. Her fingernails are cut short and fractured, like those of a working woman. Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface.
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points. The stars. I can't. But that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent. Close. Port cities. This is an Oronese map of the waterways, a sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the Dolorian century. Over 300 years ago, the sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels. The sailor's soul would use it to fly back home if they should die abroad. This is a sort of contraption to be reeled back in by. The silver cord, they would call it. Quite a few. Redfort, the Oronese capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. He started somewhere near here, I Then he made his way to the Pretto Grande, through what I think must be the Stutz Canal, an artificial channel through the Occident. From the Pretto, he sailed to the Insulindic Ocean, first to Semni's Islands, then this. Revachol. Those are the two constants. Revefort on the shoulder, and Revachol in the heart. They
So is it
started
like-
the tradition of these maps right after the discovery of Insulinde, at the dawn of the Inter-Easlary Age. I can't. This man was no sailor, and these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning. His platoon members? The other contractors, though I do not suggest you go and show them that picture. This man was their friend and comrade. Do what you have to do, detective. I don't think deciphering that tattoo should come before public security, but if you should wade into the mob to find out, I couldn't stop you. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Ooh, what am I here to learn?
We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate political opinions somewhere in Martinique.
Oh, centrist.
Of course, a radical centrist. It's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Condesipity.
Okay, do I go talk to this man? Let's see if I don't get shot or strangled. Or it affects me later. About to wrap up, another 5 minutes or so. We're hitting a 3-hour mark. And it is 11, so it's time. 11 Eastern time, Eastern Standard. Nope, don't want to go here. And this is my... Let's go talk to my buddy over here, Corty.
Hell no. I'm just an honest scab. I won't have talk like that around here. You understand? Fuck.
You hear a tiny rattle, a small radio, cracking somewhere, near this. I'm going to interpret that as a yes. There's a tribunal, and it won't be long until it's read.
How about you fuck off now, huh?
The man's breathing steadiest, but his eyes are still narrow.
Don't think so.
Should I?
Wordless, he takes the photo and looks hard as a stone. You see dead flesh in colorful
Fucking loincloths. Really did him in. Yeah.
He's clenching his teeth.
What it means. I can tell you what this one means. Only one. You want to hear what happened here? Our colonel is deep in the bush here. Deep in the fucking bush in Benito, 41.
His accent changed.
He's on a reconnaissance mission.
Feels like it.
He spent a month behind enemy lines, scouting cape villages. Nothing but fucking bugs and snakes for fun. Men are getting restless. There's talk of switching employers.
With some strange emotion. This is about to get really graphic.
Oh God.
Last moment to back off.
Our boy, he's only a captain then, but he knows how these men think. If they don't see action soon. At dawn, he comes upon two kids, breeding.
Kip sounds racist.
Maybe they were just making eyes at each other. I like to think they were reading. We shot the boy. He was useless, but the girl, she was not. A little fat, you know. She was quite the entertainment. For the week she lasted, expired in the hands of Saul.
I can't wait to kill these motherfuckers. I hope I can kill them.
Chief there shit his pants and cried like a bitch.
Sarge Mason.
God. Mason couldn't let go. Cut the tits off her cold body and fucking ate them.
What the fuck?
Said primitive spirits were watching over him now. Drowned in a creek a week later. Spirits my ass.
Something stirs in your stomach.
No. I was in the domain. In Jamrock. Being a bouncer. Fucking mask is getting sweaty. I want to take my mask off.
He's under orders, and orders are orders.
Go ahead. All right now. Free commerce! Keep the goods flowing!
On the photo in your hands, the dead man's skin is studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them, littering his dead skin.
So a building overlooking... Oh, are we talking about the apartments? Or this building? A working fire. Where the hell do I find that? Let me see if I talk to Claudia again. Wrap this up. I mean, I've talked to her. Who's this guy? He's just there? Rando? Let me talk to Claudia again. And she's the last one I talked to. And the sex worker, the young gentleman in the apartment building. I think I talked to him after 2100. So let me see if she's willing to talk about this guy. Now, what the fuck could this man have told her?
I was just thinking, what a nice evening it is for taking part in a murder investigation. It sounds like the boys would have preferred my saying it did happen. I didn't want to get caught up in this.
She is not at all worried the tape will contradict her statement.
What does that recording say?
She nods, exhaling a dense cloud of cigarettes.
Not my favorite topic, but okay. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
Okay, we can't talk.
Yeah? It is. Alright.
Alright, so I really can't talk to her about this right now. Great. So what do I do? Just wait around? Let me just wait around. I mean, it's close to the end of the day. I mean, 19, about 7 o'clock. Let's wait.
You sit on the wind-worn wooden planks of the...
Ooh, I got a thought.
You finally stop picking your nose. Time passes. You wonder how your gun is doing. Magnesium-based life form.
Oh, neat.
We tell them, hell no. You're about to become a magnesium-based life form. The age of the primitive carbon man is done. No longer must mankind rely on slow-working background radiation to take us further into our genetic destiny. This is the era of guided evolution, and magnesium is the key. You are the first of your species. The next step in human evolution. An advanced magnesium proto-man who mags it up, drinks it down, and sniffs it sideways.
Bizarre. I can oh, I got 2 skill points. I will just hold on to that. And go up to the apartments and talk to this guy. Ooh, Misty.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza.
Let me put a point into visual calculus finally. Just get this out of my way.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush. No. These...
Are you serious? I should have saved it. Oh. Did I not? Huh. Wrong one. I guess I didn't save it before. I already talked about the drug trade. Did I talk to this man? Ugh. Let's skip through this creepiness. Wait, I did already. Okay. The smoker on the balcony. I'm gonna go talk to him. Claudia doesn't really have anything to say yet. Let me do my visual calculus thingy here. Think deep thoughts.
You finally stop picking your nose.
Yeah, I just want to finish this last little bit.
You wonder how your gun is doing. Hopefully, it's okay. You're really starting to regret the poor way you handled your own side up.
Get my thoughts.
Magnesium.
Okay. Let's try it.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown. No.
Are you serious?
see a set of tire tracks. The
There
tire
we
tracks
go.
were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message written in the language of burnt rubber.
I think it was
Some
me.
of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling rags. This is point A. The driver started there, and then accelerated straight into the fence, left a hole big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry, according to the cafeteria man. The hole in this fence doesn't look that huge. He was exaggerating. People blame cops for everything that goes wrong in the world. As a matter of fact, you don't even know why you stopped here. You would never drive recklessly like this, and you don't have a car. The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before heading south. Must have been in a hurry. Maybe. Probably.
All right. All right, let's talk to the young man. I gotta go down here. There's Clausia up there, smoking. Ooh, what was that? Heimdall and the Wildfire. Okay, it is getting late, but I just want to get this last little bit. I kind of want to get through day 2 once and for all, you know? Is it this building? Like, is the radio person up here Phyllis? All right, let's go upstairs. Ooh. No. I think he's that one. Yeah, looks like he's home. I'll save.
This door is made of metal and appears to no one answered. Looks like he isn't home. You should come back tomorrow.
You serious? They're just going to bed? There really isn't anything for me to do until Kim gets back. Yeah. I guess so. Let's see what happens now. It's almost time for bed for me, so. Got through day 2. We have learned a lot, I feel. Well, we've gotten done what we can get done. Kim is going to be very proud of us. Yeah, no, I just want to have them go to bed, right? Do I have to wait? Yeah, there's nothing else. Literally nothing else to do. I wonder how Citizen Sleeper is. Is it like this, walking around? Let's just do it. Bedtime.
The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting. The bed is still cold from the wind blown in from the broken window.
Here we are again, my broken bud. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Oh, you're not cooperating, brother man. It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. but you cannot because of the pain.
And there's a lot of it, ever present in your organs. It's like every one of them has their own nasty song to sing. Every cell in your body is moaning in agony, asking, what did we ever do to you?
Now, you're finally thinking about something other than yourself. Let's see how far that'll get you.
Oh yeah, baby. Frame your suffering as a masterpiece. Only one problem. No one's watching. It's boring, buddy. Boring as death. You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people. Sure you do.
Some of them are. Some of them are nice. Others are scared. At least they're interesting. Each one has a process just like yours, running in the space between their ears, full of secret. People are beautiful, statuesque, parodies and tragedies of themselves. A great democracy of creatures.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts! You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself.
God.
The world goes on without you.
Let it. Let.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
It might be a mistake to be a straight edge cop. We'll see. I bet Kina's downstairs waiting for me again. There he is!
Yes.
Let me see what happens if I bring it up. But I think I'll leave it at that.
Yes. Okay. Let's talk about it. You stole the boots. Congratulations. That must have taken an enormous concerted effort. Considerable ingenuity and timing. It was a joke, sadly. There's nothing I can do about your delinquency. What's done is done. Let's get back to police work. What do you want to know? You mean like a brief? 3 days ago,
Let's go through this.
There's a strong prejudice against involving in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union. Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover him. I'm afraid you is this tape you don't know. I assumed you were in on it. That's good. What's there to say? It's the cop kind. Our precincts, well, sort of. I think the dispatch...
So,
just skipping through it.
In the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
Yes. I am an unrepentant spoilsport. Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. Most of the interchange doesn't exist. Okay. Style.
It's impossible to tell whether he's serious or joking.
In the new, 20 years ago. It's what a modern cop looked like then. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
Do I have anything for logic? I think the glasses. Oh, the shirt I'm wearing, right? Yeah.
Yes? Because you're the best cook.
Just want to finish one last check because when we.
Yes? Because you're.
Come on! I want to finish my last.
Yes? Look at you.
Knowledge check.
It's because you're a failure. They sent you to Slight, Precinct 57. Just think about it for a second. You're a raging...
I've considered it. I don't think I can say one way or another. I checked the records. This jurisdiction dispute, who polices Martinez, reaches back to the 30s. It's as old as my station. And all this time we can't decide who gets Martinez? I think, yes, both stations would prefer a win. I am the finest of nothing. Safe? No. But you're old. You've made it this far. Something has brought you through. We've only just started working together, so I don't know what it is yet. But it's there. So no, I don't think they sent you as a joke. And even if they did, they are in for a surprise. Excuse me? You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegiate observation. They say it's a scene clearing technique developed.
Yes, but containers contain.
I don't know. Containers contain. I guess I'm making assumptions. What do you want to know? Good.
Okay. That is enough for now. Quite enough. Who's this guy?
You look like shit.
Well, thank you.
I don't mean that as a metaphor.
I'm never gonna get this case solved.
You're not. I really don't believe.
Who the fuck are you?
Come on, Jean. It looks like it's been a rough week on him.
It's not just this week. What you want?
There's something about this guy that matches with a face in your head. A similar but different face.
Oh fuck, it's Jean. It's my partner.
There's something.
Hold on. I have to. Okay, I have to do this tomorrow. Is Jean Vicmar? Hold on, I need a speed of the. Okay, it's 11:30. Let me do this. Let me talk to Jean.
You look like shit. And I don't mean that as a metaphor. Wow. You seem stable. And in control. Allow me to know what you want.
There's something about this guy that matches with a face in your head. You know what it is. It's like the two of you know each other. Just
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
another life.
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality? Okay, okay, that's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere. Somewhere good. Okay. Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment? Would you now, or would I be cramping your style? Never mind. Partner. Okay. How about you stop wasting my time and get on with whatever you were doing then? You're not going to believe this, but police, yes sir, solving crime, just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lang. Oh no, no, no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you...
This isn't Albania.
Oh, it's you, you eccentric genius. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you. Not even a little bit.
It's an urban myth about an officer who is so far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I said, just an urban myth. You are not the son of man.
Neither can I, partner. Neither can I.
I'm not getting involved in it.
It's not my style, he thinks, glancing at the man in sunglasses and the woman beside him. Oh boy, they're mad at him. No wonder. He just doesn't recognize.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like. Oh, well, go solve your case then. That would...
He didn't answer your question.
No. Cause it's not my job. Why don't you go and fucking do yours and solve this damn hanging? Actually,
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things.
Hear that? Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping up in your head.
You think he was hanged as a cover-up? To hide the shooting? Okay, well... I don't know. Oh my god, there's more. You want some? Okay, why not? So, do you know who hanged him? Yeah, I don't know. Oh my god, watch out for you.
That voice, so very familiar. Did you hear it when...
Oh really? I wonder where. That's the where you remember me from? Okay then.
Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right? There's something missing here. Something you can't put our finger on. You know what? Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy, and you'll probably get laughed at. But still. Yes, just...
Oh my god.
I can't... I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. Wait, okay?
Jean.
Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent, something of that kind. Not a cop. Go on with your cop work. Don't let me stop you again. All in and out.
I would really prefer not.
A patrol officer is the lowest rank in the RCM.
I'm definitely not. Yes, I am. I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you? No, you haven't wronged me. It's okay. Okay, fine.
What does one talk about with a fellow officer?
God damn it, you leave her alone. Keep your weird bullshit to yourself and be professional.
Can I actually help you with something?
Yes, of course. preposterous. I mean, you would remember.
Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
Well, he's not. He's a sack of shit barely kept together by crazy glue. But,
Please, let's not turn this into another... What, precinct?
Am I from?
fucking deranged lunatic.
I don't...
Don't say anything, Judith. Me? No. I'm just a man with sunglasses. I like wearing sunglasses inside.
Or are they like fucking with Harry?
Okay.
I guess they're just trying to hide it.
I'm just looking out.
No one. I'm just a man with sunglasses. And you are?
Yes. The policewoman who just wants to do her job. That's all.
Something about the man with sunglasses and you. The energy.
Kim, you need to talk to Harry. He's an idiot. Okay, why did that suddenly work? Okay, we're going back upstairs. We're going to the room. I'm going to save. I'm going to say goodnight. I'll probably be back tomorrow. Same time. Same place. Maybe 7:30, 8 o'clock. Maybe a little earlier. But you take care out there.